Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Newton on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 24, check 24.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So now here are the Falcons under fifth-year head coach Dan Quinn. They'll be led out by Matt Ryan, NFL MVP back in 2016, and now in his 12th year in the league.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Play action, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety.
Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The numbers for Smith last time out, 18 carries, 63 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Another try for Smith. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball, inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Smith catches left side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching, problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. A shotgun snap for Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he comes back with one complete.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack on first down, Ryan, and he's going to go down again. K1 Short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try the air now with Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To the air again, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team put away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And that's about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check Nicky one, Sam.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when it happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
At the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Open man is Samuel, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton to throw. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
What we got? What we got?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 36, Ryan, wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Second and 5 now. Ryan, this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. And some room to work.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A first down carry for Smith. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So now Newton and the Panthers down 21-13, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Atlanta, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina,